Hello and welcome to Left Coast Live. I am Dieter McBusiness, America's favorite white Anglo-Saxon Protestant gone left coastal. Joined as always by my co-host, StatPat, stateless patriot of the Central Valley. We are California lefties. I'm on the coast. He's in the middle of the state. We're talking to you about national politics, and especially tonight, it's going to be a lot of foreign policy, a lot of Trump, a lot of Eric Swalwell, and a
Yeah.
little bit of some local politics that we were going to talk about at some
Lots of
point. I
California
don't know.
today. Yeah, lots
Yeah,
of
yeah,
California.
decent amount of California. We should talk about governor picks. I don't know. Do you want to? It's kind of a good one to open with, but maybe we should give a
Yeah.
chance to go ahead and give us some bullshit so that we give people a chance to get into the room.
No, of course. Well, when it comes to like just the state of the race currently, like we can get into like why and how we are where we are right now, but it really is starting to look like either Tom Steyer or Katie Porter is going to
Yep.
end up like running away with it. Um, I don't mind either of those two. Like, I don't like them, but they're far from the worst options. I do like that Matt something guy, the mayor from San Jose. He seems all right, but everybody else remaining in the race who isn't a Republican is just polling in single digits. And with Swalwell out of the race now, um, all the support's going to either Tom Steyer or Katie Porter, and
Yeah,
and
and the guy
those two.
Hilton, Steve Hilton, is also surging as well.
Yeah. There's two prominent Republicans. I just forget what the other guy's name is, but one of
Sheriff
them is like,
Bovino or something.
yeah, I think it was him. I think he got into hot water for like, I guess he like seized ballots or something like that, and
Uh,
was just like he broke the law in some way or another. He's like being investigated. But
all right, so who's your horse? We
um,
both we both we both like Oliver Ma, as does the DSA for lieutenant governor. That's the easy choice. Oliver
mhm,
Ma for lieutenant governor, which has more power than you think it does. Talking
yeah.
to the audience, and then who do you got for governor? Who you going with? Who do you want to win, and who do you think is going to win?
Honestly, just weighing the options because I don't trust either one of them. But overall, I think Tom Steyer does have the better campaign and better platform. I haven't seen shit from Katie Porter. I do think he's going to win, and he probably be my preferred pick because he does call out. He doesn't accept money from APAC, as far as I know, and he has no reason to. He's a billionaire, and he's actually called out Israel for their crimes. He's openly says abolish ICE, and there's a couple other points too that him and Katie Porter. Raising taxes on billionaires. That's actually a big one. He'd actually go through with it, whereas fucking Gavin Newsom wouldn't. So either one would be a decent pick. Definitely over Javier Becerra. Absolutely not. Or I think Betty Yee is another one who's in the running, but
Yeah.
they're not
Uh,
polling as well as
So
Porter or
this is
Steyer.
it's weird. Like I mean, I know it's weird. I look for those of you who don't know. I come from some privilege, and do believe that there are super rich people out there who really care more about their legacy than they do their wealth. And I think Tom Steyer is one of those guys. I know he's a billionaire. I know it's difficult to trust a billionaire, but this guy's given a lot for charity. He's been very transparent about the investments he's made in fossil fuels and so forth. He's not
Yeah,
perfect. At
no,
at the easiest argument for Tom Steyer is he's the least bad option. The best
sure.
argument for Tom Steyer is right on everything except he won't say the words Israel is committing genocide.
Yeah,
Partly because he's mainly because he's a Jew, and
that
we just gotta get him over that fucking hill. And if he gets over
sure.
that hill,
If
he'll
Bernie can
he'll
do it,
he'll
so
win
can
it
he.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, he at the very least he is paying lip service to a lot of progressive ideals, like basically fundamentals, and
right.
he's applying it to. what his platform and how he would govern in California.
Right.
I mean, it remains to be seen because I mean, who knows? But it does seem like he. I don't know if it's just like just a lifetime of being in this position, or like he had some sort of epiphany or change of heart, because he does come across as authentic and goofy. Because I remember his 2020 campaign for president. I remember watching him on the debate stage and whatnot. He's genuinely seemed like happy to be there and came across as like
Relatable.
he yeah, like he wanted to actually make a difference and make a change. Now,
Right.
could it just all be a front? Who fucking knows? Are there nefarious
I don't
motives
think
or
it's a front. I don't think it's a front. I think if anything, the best argument is yeah, but he's never had a job in public service, so
sure,
why should
yeah,
we
like
expect it? Why should he go right to governor?
yeah.
But we
Whereas
had
like Katie Porter has
Schwarzenegger went right to governor, so kiss my ass,
sure,
right? I mean,
and,
this guy's a lot more capable intellectually than Schwarzenegger ever
mm-hmm.
was. So, and I
Plus
think
he's not a
like
Republican.
he's not, I think he wants to do what's popular.
Yeah.
And you made an interesting point actually that we should revisit real quick with Tom Sayers, because if he would get into that idea of the Sacramento to L.A. Rail system, then
Mm.
that would work a lot better. The coastal one doesn't make any sense topographically, like
Yeah.
geologically. But
No, that's the
if you,
problem.
people don't understand who aren't from California. They don't understand just how enormous Sacramento is,
Yes.
and that there is a lot of traffic, human traffic, that goes back and forth between Sacramento and LA. And the
Yes.
Central Valley actually sets up well for a rail system there.
No, exactly. Yeah, and you got both the I-5, which is on the west side of the valley, and then the Highway 99, which is the east side of the valley. Both of them end up connecting in Bakersfield, and they in either way, it leads to L.A. and they diverge at Sacramento. Funny enough, um, I've actually driven past part of the construction of the high speed rail, the proposed high speed rail that's been just in limbo for years and years and years. Just outside, I think maybe Fresno. You can see part of it on Highway 99. So like this idea that like we should connect, the Bay Area with Los Angeles is like no, that's it's unfeasible because of the terrain, because of the
Yes.
topography.
The mountains, the
Um,
goddamn
y-
mountains.
yeah. I mean, you got
People
just
don't
take
understand how mountainous California is. People
yes,
just don't understand. People don't understand that what you're living in right now used to be a giant fucking lake
yeah.
back in prehistoric times.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, and like you got Route 101, like that'll connect you. Like it goes straight from downtown San Francisco all the way to L.A. And people think of that, and it's just like it's just that's a highway. It's different. It's not going to work the same way because for high speed rail to work, you need as flat of territory as possible. You need to build it on flat land. That's how it's going to be the most. It just makes the most sense. Not to mention, I mean, Sacramento's the capital. If we're i- if we're going to center it around, um, you know, political figures and whatnot, it just makes the most sense. Because LA is obviously the biggest city in the state, and you it's like a 7-8 hour drive from LA to Sacramento. So like high speed rail will make the most sense.
Yeah, and it would do a lot for those economies inside the valley that don't really get much love. Like I'm looking at a
Yeah,
map here. Let me see if I can
yeah. Make a stop in
share.
Fresno, a stop in Bakersfield. A stop in Stockton, perhaps.
Um, no. Anyway, that's what it looks like. I don't know if we can zoom in. I can't really.
Are you
Let me
able to like
see.
click on the photo itself, like open it in a new tab,
Open image in new tab. Yeah, there
like
we
right
go.
click it?
Yeah, I'm going to. I just did. Hold
Mm,
on. Okay, so Merced, Madera, Fres. So this is the one
yeah.
that's the environmentally cleared. 72 project miles environmentally cleared in 2023 and 2025.
I
And
see.
then, so for people who don't know, Sacramento is right up here.
Yeah,
So
yeah. About
they just need to connect Sacramento to Merced. But they already started building this stuff over by Gilroy in San Jose? Because that's a lot of prime real estate.
hmm no, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know that it was that began construction out there, but around the Madeira, Fresno area is actually where I've seen um like strips of it already built.
Um, 119 miles of active construction in the Central Valley with 59 major structures
Wow.
and nearly 80 miles of guideway finished.
Well,
About
that's neat.
463 miles are environmentally cleared, but that's a lot more. That's 4 times as much as already has been cleared.
Yeah.
So we're not even 50. We're not even 20% of the way done with the project,
Excuse
which
me.
is
Yeah.
annoying. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's get back to the governor's race. So Swalwell dropped out. Thank God, he didn't try to
Yeah.
save it. He just took the L.
I'm really,
Did us all a
really
favor by
happy.
just dropping out. And it's
Yeah.
great because I didn't want him to be our next governor. I wanted anybody else to be our next governor on the
Yeah.
Democratic side.
No. Yeah. It's a huge relief, and if I'm not mistaken, he is the rep from Alameda. If
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
mistaken, I think he's like he represents part of the Bay Area.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I couldn't be happier that he's gone. It's very unfortunate circumstances that this is how, you know, it came to be. Like this is how he because
Lost it.
he's a piece of shit. You know,
Yeah.
he's a shithead. Um, but it did look like because he was consistently polling above everybody else, and he was the number one target in attack ads that were bought by Tom Steyer. You can see Tom
Right.
Steyer ads all the freaking time on like local TV, and like
Free,
news
free,
stations and
free,
whatnot.
free Palestine.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're saying. But yeah, it's good that he's gone. Now it's just a question of
Gavin's going to
who.
get to appoint another, or is that how it works, or is it a special election for Congress?
It might be a special election because I
Oh, it
don't
might
know
be
if
a special election.
I mean he might have been up for re-election. Well, obviously he was up for re-election. He's a congressman this year. So if there was anybody else in the primary race already running, they're probably. I mean, because they were going to run for that spot anyway. Because he said because he was running for governor. You can't be both governor and a congressman, obviously. So I actually haven't looked into the race for his district and what it looks like.
Did you see that video of him making out with the girl?
No, I haven't seen
Like
anything
totally
like that.
forcing like him to forcing her to
Gross,
kiss him.
fucking gross. I did listen to
Yeah, here it is.
the
I
uh,
found it.
the first hand accounts of the girl who's interviewed, who was I guess a staffer, and they Snapchatted each other or whatever, and
All right,
they
you ready? You want to see this, everybody? Oh, we got a decent amount of
oh,
viewers. Here we go. Ready?
I don't want to see, it, but let's do it. Fucking disgusting. So this is what this on top of like multiple other things is what that's just gross. That's not
Oh,
cool at all.
oh
Yeah,
man, Eric, Eric,
it's
Eric,
just
where are your manners, man?
yeah, yeah, no
Where are your
kidding.
fucking manners, dude?
God,
Oh my
disgusting
god.
person.
Yeah, they
It
seem
just
to
became,
be
and he's so arrogant. It became like undeniable. Like he
like a
just
California. He's like a California Clinton now.
right, yeah. And he denied it. He thought he said he was going to fight it. You know, the first thing he did was like apologize to his wife in a video. He wasn't, and he was going to like sue for defamation. And then more people came out against him,
Yeah, now he
and
resigned today.
yeah, yeah.
So who's gonna run to fill his spot? Who was running against him?
I didn't get a chance to see exactly. Let's see.
Victor Aguilar, Karen Anyway, we'll
Eric
anyway.
Aguilar.
We did the California governor's race coverage, and we'll figure out what's going on with Swalwell's district when people actually give a shit. For now, that guy is canceled, man. He
Big
is
time.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bye bye.
he is canceled. He should really think about moving to like Mexico or something where
District
people don't.
14.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Livermore, Fremont, or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Right below San Francisco.
Yeah, it's just It's basically East Bay. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Here,
Let's see here.
I'll show the fucking thing here. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, I see it. I see it right now. Livermore,
There you go.
Hayward, Dublin. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I drive
There
through
are
there all
some
the
people
time.
running. There are some people running in 2026, June
Yeah,
2nd. So yeah, there's a lot of D's here. So this race just got a lot more interesting
yeah.
because he was probably going to win it just by default.
Right.
But anyway, that's an open seat. So pay attention to that as time passes. Let's move on
Mm-hmm.
to foreign policy, I guess. I mean, it is just crushing ratings. Like everything is Iran, Iran, Iran,
Yeah,
and understandably so. But
yeah.
I don't really, this people theorizing now that this whole ceasefire, the 2 week ceasefire deal that we got, because Trump's such a great negotiator,
Mm-hmm.
was really just so the U.S. could reload on weapons.
Yeah.
And they know that they're going back to war come the 21st or whatever it's going to be. So I think the ceasefire's only been good for
More than
like a
likely.
week, right?
I believe so. Yeah, yeah. I think so. Come this Friday, I think it could. Either way, it's been around a week. I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if fighting
April
resumes.
22nd, so a week from tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if fighting resumes at all because the U.S. can't. Well, I mean they can, but they won't accept that Iran has control over the conflict. Not to mention the Strait of Hormuz. From the get go, Trump was warned and didn't listen. And he was all talking like all arrogant and was like, "Oh well, why? I'm the first president that actually tried it. No other president had the guts to do what I was going to do, and I finally attacked Iran and blah blah blah." Um, and this is playing out exactly how all the experts said it would. The Strait of Hormuz was effectively shut down. Now Iran has not only just seized control over it, they are tolling ships 2 million apiece, I think in cryptocurrency, to get to be allowed passage, safe passage, and this is going to make them. I think I saw Crystal Ball say on the majority report that they look to make upwards of $90 billion a year just from tolls alone. If
Wait, say
this
that again. You broke up. 90 billion.
90 billion a year just on tolls alone, in what amounts to USD, if they maintain control over the strait, and they could, there are mines in the
You're
strait.
going. Now
Apparently,
you're good.
there are mines in the strait, and apparently,
Now you're fucked
many of
up.
them. Was that
You're yeah. Now you're good.
okay? There are apparently mines in the strait, and I guess a lot of them aren't actually accounted for. So I guess ships can only pass through a certain narrow portion of the strait that basically hugs the Iranian coast. It's just a global embarrassment of epic proportions, and everybody's just. I mean, Trump and his team, and everybody who defends Trump is still in denial, but it's bad right now when even like people like Alex Jones are like, when are we going to 25th Amendment this guy? Like
Right.
25th his ass. I think it was were his exact words. Um, yeah, it's just nuts right now, dude.
So I want to talk about a local race here, and I'm kind of tempted to say fuck it and show you guys. Well, let's just say I don't know the viewership. Like, I don't really give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
Um, so let's take a look at what, and you tell me if you think this person is. Well, no, I don't want to do it. So there's a local
Nah.
race here, guys, and I'm just saying,
Hmm.
don't get your hopes up with these candidates. Um, if someone comes on the scene and is challenging your incumbent congressman, and you get excited because you've had it with your incumbent congressman, don't get too excited that whoever the challenger is has a real chance of winning. Because I found out last weekend that it's pretty easy to put together a semblance of a campaign, even last minute. But if you want Congress, you got to be tough. Like, unlike, and we're both in California, unlike every other government job in our congressional district, right? Congress is the public service job that takes place on the East Coast.
Mm.
And you got to be tough. Those lobbyists, that media, those special interests, those people trying to get dirt on you and just give you a hard time all the time. It's all of the pressure of the federal government put funneling into one beltway, and I don't necessarily think that native Californians are California's best representatives. And by that I mean California has more transplants than any other state in the country. More people move to California from other states than any other state.
Right.
And I think people in particular who are from the Northeast or just the East Coast, maybe even places like Chicago and Detroit, Philadelphia, New York, Boston, from these areas really understand the way power operates on the East Coast. I think Californians are very ignorant. And this particular candidate that I was frustrated with was very into themselves, like talking about like why do you want to run? And this person goes, "Well, I feel a calling to run." Oh, so it's about you. It's not about the district. It's not about the
Hmm.
voters. It's not about sticking it to Trump. It's about a calling, an instinct, a feeling that you had that you should run. Give me a break. People have been dreaming of running for office since they were kids. Like, I would have respected that more.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
respected that more. It's like I've been dreaming of running for office since I was a kid, and I think now is the right time. And that's but really the better answer than either of those is I see the Democratic Party failing miserably to meet the moment, so I feel compelled to get involved because I know how to motivate people. And that's what
Yeah.
politics is about, especially when you're on the left, is motivating people to participate. That is how you gain power in the progressive left, and that is how you maintain power. And it's also going to relate to how we wield power if and when we get it in 2028.
Yes. I mean, this is just fundamental across the board, and it can be applied to anybody and everybody who is seeking to actually run for office. It should like bare bones first and foremost be about making a difference for other people,
Right.
making a positive change that affects as many people as possible. It should not be a self-serving thing because that has plagued politics negatively throughout history. Like for God's sake, we're supposed to be an evolved species. Like, put others first. If you're getting into politics, if you're going to actually run for office, like be a congressman or what have you, it should come from being inspired by the struggling of others. You should be getting in there to serve others instead of yourself.
Well,
It's that
yes,
simple.
that's ideal, but the the pie chart of politicians who are going to have that psychological profile, it's a pretty skinny piece of pie
It is unfortunately, yeah.
right
I
now,
mean,
but it'll grow and change over the time. I think with generational change
I agree with
in
that.
leadership, it's gonna.
Yes,
We just have a certain morality. Like the baby boomers and the silent generation think that because either their parents or they themselves like went through World War II and Vietnam and whatever, that they were entitled to take as much as they could for themselves and leave everyone else holding a bag of shit.
yeah.
Um, and it's not okay. And now we need to tax their money. See, that's
Hmm.
the thing that we're talking about. Oh, billionaires, billionaires. Well, if you actually just do the boomers, then you're good. Boomers and silent generation combined have over 2/3 of the wealth, something like that, like 65% of the
Something
wealth.
like I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Start with that.
that's the statistic that matters. Yeah. So there's ways to. I mean, that's the thing about the left. Well, there's a lot of things about the left that I don't like, but or just it lack not necessarily dislike, but just like I know that the left is going to struggle with is we know what the end result we want, but we don't necessarily know how to get there in terms of transforming our society into one where I believe the goal is to have the workers gradually over the course of their career at a company own a piece of that company.
Yes. Yeah.
They're not getting just paid raising the minimum wage and that's just a band-aid. The long-term you know
Just have a stake in it.
welfare of that worker is that they earn a piece of ownership
Yeah.
over time. And
Co-ops.
that's not anything new. That's just applying like the solution.
Yes. No. Yeah. It really is that basic too, and that should be fundamental as well. Like, what bigger demographic people than the working class? Like
the
nearly
working
every
poor
single.
the working poor is pretty
Yeah.
bad right now, dude. The
Oh
working poor
yeah.
might outnumber the working class if you take into account people who have debt. Over half the
Mhm.
country is in credit card debt,
Yeah.
medical debt, or student loan debt.
That's right. And
It's miserable. People are
yes.
fucking miserable. And now, did you hear about the violence on the executive class?
Hmm. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That the fire at the Kimberly Card
Right.
warehouse. Yeah.
Yep.
Like all you had to do was pay us enough to live. Like that resonates. Like
Yes.
people like may not agree with what he did because obviously it's a dangerous thing and could have like it could have spread a fire in California that could have become it could have gotten really bad. But like people understand where that frustration comes from because we all feel it to some extent or another. And again, if you're going to be starting a political campaign for Senate, for Congress, even your city council, the working class and representing the working class should be front and center because like these like you can harness their frustration and utilize it to push forward policies that alleviate their stress. It's I mean it you shouldn't be going in there because you just feel like you should have a platform at the ready to go. Um, be ready for all potential questions or smears lobbed your way. Like take a piece of the Mamdani playbook, study his campaign and how he handles smears and reacts to soft like hardball questions. You know, it takes a lot, and I feel like there are just too many people that don't have the sauce that shouldn't be running, and uh, opportunists that are only seek self enrichment. The if anything, like just to keep those people out of office, more progressive minded, pro working class people should primary them or at least run to counter their narratives.
All right, we're gonna do something for the first time here.
Hmm.
Who do you want to win California's governor's race? And we're going to put in Tom Steyer. We're going to put in Katie
You doing a YouTube poll?
Porter, a poll. Yeah. And then we're going to add someone else. So there's only three options:
Okay.
save, start, and show. And this will be interesting to see if we get people to actually answer,
Yeah.
because we have no idea if the numbers of people, how people watch us, whether or not they're actually watching us or if they're just listening to us. So if you are watching us or listening to us, please weigh in
Interact. Yeah.
on the poll.
Yeah. And
Um,
if you're watching on my channel, just head over to Deeters and interact with that as well. Are there? Uh, where will we be able to find like polls right now of the current standings of the
Governor's
California
race.
governor's race?
It's there. They haven't done one since Swalwell dropped out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he just officially resigned today.
Right. And not to mention,
See, they have it typed
polls are
as in the
expensive.
chat. That's kind of a bummer. I kind of want people to be able to click and answer and have it show up.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
not able to, well, let me actually pull up your stream and see if I can actually interact with that. Let's see here,
I don't
because
think
it
it's. I don't. You have to. It says type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. It's not a real poll. So I got too excited. I don't care
let's
about them
see.
typing in the chat. I want people to push a button. I've seen it on other channels.
Yeah, let me see here. Weird. Like I'm at. That's actually pretty cool. I can either pull up your vertical stream, like your feed, or the horizontal one.
Right.
There's like two different options. I
Yeah.
actually
Now
find that
with the
really cool.
vertical, you got to be cognizant of where you position your head, so that the vertical gets your face. I think
Y-
I'm gonna stop this poll
Yeah, I'm not
because
able to
there's
like
no
find
one.
it.
Yeah, you can't get into
I
it.
can't find the option. Yeah, for it. Nope. That's really weird.
Yeah.
Not even in the chat or anything.
It's fine.
That's
It's a
strange.
new piece of tech for the
Right.
platform, so hopefully they'll get it sorted out and it'll evolve. StreamYard's gotten a lot better since I started using it. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I've noticed that as well.
Um, so what else is going on, man? We got Iran, reload Israel at it again with Lebanon. I mean, it's just a huge mess. Oh, I was talking to an old conservative friend of mine
Hmm.
yesterday, and he is still caught up in this is not fascism. We're not going to see a revolution. There's not going to, people are going to be like, I told him, I was like, dude, people are going to punish you, or if they find out that you're a triple trumper. Like
Yeah,
it's not going to be forgiveness, and it's not going to be tolerance.
yeah,
It's like we don't need tolerance. I was at talk about this candidate that I really hate, that's running in my area for a certain office that I've got my eye on for other people, but um, she was like talking about tolerance. I'm like, isn't tolerance kind of how we got here? I didn't
yeah.
say that, but I should have. I was super nice, dude. You would have been proud of me. I don't think I'm going to be as nice next time. Like I
Right.
was super nice. I gave her or him, who it might be a man or a woman,
Hmm.
got a question about immigration. Just left it super open ended, and they just didn't have anything concrete to offer. Anything concrete. It was awful.
Yeah.
And it's always
I
like, well, here's where I'm coming from. Here's how I see that, and let me see how I'm going to answer that. I mean, she's awful.
It should
She's
be.
awful.
You should
Just awful.
approach things a lot more objectively because objective reality favors the leftist perspective more so than any other side of the political spectrum. I mean, they said I once heard that reality has a left wing bias, and it's fucking true because it's like the right in their millions, billions in funding for their mass media machine, they need to perpetuate lies in order to maintain their power and maintain their influence because they require capitalism to keep that cycle going, just to keep the machine rolling and rolling. And meanwhile, that machine is rolling over desperate people in need who you know, wouldn't know better when it comes to like uh, leftist theory or even a pro working class message if it wasn't for the conservative media machine, because
Hmm.
they perpetuate this lie that like, oh, if you just work hard enough, you'll make it big. You'll be the next billionaire, and it's just total fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
If that's another thing too, if people are running for office, like higher office of some sort, making that distinction, like, yeah, we on the left, we absolutely believe in bolstering um small businesses. We believe everybody should have that opportunity. We believe it should be easy to become successful in that way, but also manage your expectations. Odds are you're not going to become a millionaire. Like it's super unlikely. Let alone making upwards of 8, 9, 10 figures. It's just unrealistic, but you can certainly have a successful small business. Like the left isn't anti-business, especially if you
Exactly.
provide you provide.
That's an important thing that we got to make sure we get across is we're not anti-business.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
can still go out and make a couple $100 million. That's fine.
yeah,
Like
but
you can
like
still
this.
have waterfront property. Like that's what I say about communism. Why I'm not a communist is
Hmm.
because not everybody can own waterfront property,
Hmm.
and I want waterfront property.
Yeah, like when conservatives push this individualist mindset, and have for decades and decades at this point, and it's just not rooted in reality. Like I said, reality has a left wing bias. It takes a village to raise a child. We are a communal species. We rely
Yes.
on collectivism to thrive. But conservatism weaponizes instinctual fear and uses that as propaganda to turn people against the idea of working together, sharing. Like it's that simple. It's down to a fundamental level. That is like the biggest difference between what it means to be conservative minded or on the right and being of the left, liberal, progressive, socialists. It's a
Yeah.
matter. Yeah, it's a matter of seeing others as equals, regardless of their background or where they come from. There's enough
Or as
wealth
having
in this
equal
country.
rights. As having equal
Yes,
rights.
yes. Well, there's enough wealth in this country that's just all just concentrating, centering at the top. There's enough wealth to go around to take care of everybody, have a basic standard of living that's constantly being eroded every single year by both the Democrats and Republicans, but especially the Republicans. That can change. There,
Right.
there can be there's a better world possible. It's. I mean, not to sound cliche or anything, but god damn, it's just people are just so
By the way, when you can't
brainwashed.
find anything about a candidate on Reddit, then that candidate doesn't have any traction in that area.
Yeah, that's pretty true. If there's yeah.
Like, and apparently this person was on Reddit posting stuff, and then it got, I don't know, it got weird uh, reaction. So, yeah, I just the toughness. Come on, guys.
Right.
If you're running for office, like, you got to be tough. You got to have concrete answers. You don't just ask. Just don't answer questions with more goddamn questions. You know, I mean, sometimes you have to, but for the most part, you should be giving good answers for these questions at this point, particularly when you're 2 months out from the primary, less than 2 months.
Oh, this is from today. From KTVU, Fox 2. Gavin Newsom announces August special election to
Yep.
fill
Nice.
Swalwell's vacated congressional seat. So they're not even going to wait, because like I would assume there would have already been a primary come like I guess June, July, and then his empty seat would just be filled in, or voted come November. What it probably is they need someone in that seat like as soon as possible, and that's why August 18th is uh the tentative date, and then they're going, and then I think they're going to have to turn around again and campaign again for the election in November.
Right.
I would assume so. So
Which is just
that's
ridiculous.
yeah, it's yeah.
But I guess it means he can't fill a seat.
Yeah, so he
He
can't
can't
like
just
make
appoint.
an
He can't just
appointment.
appoint
Yeah,
someone. Yeah.
right. Yeah, he if it was a Senate race, then yeah, but um, no, he yeah. Let's see. So that would be well, since it was just announced. I guess I would assume the people who are already running for that seat in that district would be like, okay, I guess I gotta sign up to, I gotta apply to run in this special election. So that takes me to California District
Yeah,
14.
I already had that up.
You had the who?
Oh, I
So
had
who
that
are the
up. I had that. Hold on.
contenders for that one,
There's no. Um,
or at least like the primary? Because I doubt,
there's too many goddamn names. There's so many people running. Check this out.
I doubt there's any polling data on it either.
No.
No, not yet.
Wait. Hold on. 2026.
Because
There we are.
we can probably like pick out names here and there.
One, two, three, four, five, six Democrats, two
Okay,
Republicans.
I see.
Matt Ortega has the best name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares? I mean, Melissa Hernandez. They're all Rocky Istrani looks pretty cute. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's going to be a lot of attention on that now for sure. So
Yeah.
that'll be
No,
fun to
definitely.
watch. That'll be fun to watch. Um,
Yeah, I'm
what else
looking
you
at.
want to cover, man? I mean, I'm pretty like
That's pretty much it for me. I
I don't know.
mean,
I had a lot invested in this meeting. For those of people who don't know, I met with this person running for Congress on Friday of last week, and it was just so disappointing. And
yeah.
because I really don't like my congressman, and I really want someone to take him out. But this person is not going to be that person. So, and it's fine. People are going to be more vulnerable in 2028 anyway, with the presidential election year. The turnout's going to be so much
Yeah.
better. People are going to show up to vote at both primaries and generals in 2028.
Yeah. The only other thing I might have brought it up last week because that might have been when it happened, but AOC, I think we did cover, but AOC coming out against funding for any and all weapons going to Israel, and that being like a big deal. So not just like not distincting between um, offensive or defensive weapons. It's just like flat line, like we're not going to give any weapons to human rights violators,
Right.
and that's a really big deal. But there, are, like obviously, like I can't help myself. There are um, tanky types, like far left types. Like I wouldn't even consider them left wing. Like I'm more left wing than these motherfuckers
Yeah.
trying to claim that she is a neocon and that she can't be trusted, even though she changed her mind. Well, I don't think her mind actually ever changed. She did like one vote that was present on funding for the Iron Dome, I believe, and that's basically it. She's never been in like friendly towards Israel yet. She's being hounded on because now she's like, uh,
She
I'm
had one bad
against,
vote. Yeah, I know, but she took a big hit for that.
and now it's like we can't give her credit for this at all. Like just it's just absolutely childish. Other than that, it's super based that she's finally taking a stand there because it does drag the Overton window back to the left and shakes the Democratic Party awake, especially those who still coddle the balls of Israel lobbyists.
Right. And but the good news is that all the momentum is heading in the right direction. That's the optimism. That's the hope. Is
Yes.
that when the elections do happen, everything is pointing to a huge pendulum swing, and we'll
Yeah.
finally get a chance at having at least a semblance of the government that we all want,
Yeah,
which
I
will
do.
happen through Democratic Party primaries, 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 primaries.
Yeah, I take solace in the I guess you can call it a fact that today is the most popular Israel will ever be. They have been their approval rating among Americans has been in constant decline for the past few years.
Hmm. All right, man. Well, that's it for me.
Yeah, me as well.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And never forget that you don't get change in America by asking nicely.
See you guys next